So let's go ahead and create our histogram of differences now that we've computed our differences variable. So let's go into Graphs, into Chart Builder. This pop-up here is just telling us to make sure the measurement level is correct for each variable, which it is. So I went ahead and reset since I've done this, tested this. So this is what it's going to look like organically when it comes up. It'll be blank like this. You want to click on Histogram and then click on the histogram that you want here, which is this bar guy. Since this is our histogram of differences, remember our differences are going to be on the bottom, and then the frequency is going to be the y-axis. So let's drag our differences down to the x-axis here. And this looks decent, but let's go into set parameters. We're going to go into our binning options here, our bin sizes. So let's go to custom, and we want our interval width to be 2, which means that each bar will be 2 intervals of data. So it'll be a little bit easier and more significant to read. So hit OK, and then you're going to see your pretty graph here. Looks great so far. Let's double click on this, and then we're going to click on your X here, which is going to bring up the properties of your X-axis. We want our minimum. We're just going to adjust these to kind of, so right now these are based on our data. We're just going to zoom out a touch. So we're going to zoom out two intervals on each side. So let's say our minimum is -6, and then our maximum is 10. And then our major increment here will be 2. So when we hit apply, see how it just zooms out on our data a little bit so we can take a look at the shape of this histogram. So we can go ahead and click out of this, and then we'll close our chart editor. So our histogram is saved. Now we're going to go ahead and save our output and our data file. Our output, let's see, save as. We want our output file to be called intervention output, and then we'll just save it. Let's save it to our drive. And then we'll save our data output. Let's call this intervention data. And then this is already on my drive here, so we'll just hit save. And we are good to move on.